Do not do these things if you're new to traveling to the Dominican Republic. What's up, everybody? It's your boy J-Rod. So today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you the top 8 things I feel like you shouldn't do when traveling or when you're in the Dominican Republic. Let me put it like that. By the way, shout out to all the new people on my channel because I've been getting a bunch of new subscribers. So I do appreciate that. And a lot of these guys have never been to the Dominican Republic before. So some of these things I'm going to be listing are kind of like repeated information for the OGs who've been with me for a few years. But if you're new to the DR, then I hope that this video helps. By the way, guys, I'm not in the mood to do a video today. The first thing I say is don't drink the water. This is a common one. I've said this for years on my channel, but don't drink the water, the tap water, okay? It's fine to drink from like a plastic water bottle that you buy at the convenience store, but do not drink the tap water because it can make you sick. It has happened to me before. It's not a fun experience. Even if you got friends that are Dominican that drink the tap water, their immune systems are different and they're used to it, to the different bacteria. But for us, like a foreigner, I would just avoid drinking at all costs. Stick to drinking the bottled water, okay? Or drinking ones from the like big dispensers. All right, the next thing you shouldn't do when traveling to the... Why does it look like I'm sweating? Bro, it's the shadow. It's the shadow. It look like I'm sweating in my armpits. Y'all can be like, why is this dude sweating? Okay, anyways. The next thing you shouldn't do when traveling to the Dominican Republic is dress too flashy. This is another common one that I tell people all the time. You just don't want to make yourself a target. So all the extra chains, the necklaces, the jewelry, you can kind of go out. At least when I'm in the Dominican Republic, I try to dress, normal. Like I don't really try to do too much. With the only exception of going to the club. Like I think when I go out to go to the club and party, then yeah, I'll dress up nice. Because Dominicans do dress up nice at the club. But if I'm just going to the beach or to the grocery store or just like down the street, there's really no reason to dress up super nice. Once again, you don't want to make yourself a target. That could lead to bad things, okay? So we don't want that. Piggybacking off of that point, the third thing you shouldn't do in the Dominican Republic is always having your phone out in the streets. Now, this one, my friends used to get on my case about a lot when I was like brand new to the island. They used to be like, bro, put your phone away, put your phone away. I used to kind of treat it like we was in America. But no, there are a lot of areas where you shouldn't have your phone out. Now, if you're in a public place like a mall or somewhere, then that's fine. But when you're out in the street, like you definitely don't need to be having your phone out because people, they will pickpocket, they'll take it. I mean, it's just very common down there, especially if it's like in a very congested place. People, they can just like go by and go, zoom, they'll take your phone. So you don't want that. But it is funny, like my friends used to get on my case about that a lot. Like, I just have my phone just out in the open and they'll be like, bro, put your phone away. Like, put your phone away. Alright, so, yeah, don't have your phone out constantly, like, in the streets. Only do it when you're in, like, a safe area, okay? Alright, the fourth thing you shouldn't do is exchange your money at the airport. This one is common for all travel, not just Dominican Republic, but specifically DR. Do not exchange your money at the airport or you're going to get ripped off. For the people who want to carry physical cash, so my best advice is either go to Western Union or Caribe Express once you get to the DR. That's how you can exchange the money. Truth be told, I don't really do that. I just go straight to an ATM. So that's another option. If you want to get cash, you can go to an ATM there. And they take most major, cards, Master, Discover, Visa. So you just go to the ATM. Not all ATMs are good ATMs. So I would avoid ATMs that are like at a gas station or outside, like on a street corner. Like don't use those. Only use ATMs in either a bank, an airport, or the mall. That's it. Okay. Don't go to the grocery store and you can, but like you got to be careful if you're going to be bringing out. Don't withdraw big amounts if you're going to get it from like the grocery store. Because sometimes the ATMs don't be having enough money in it. So that's why I say either go to the ATMs in the mall or go to the ones in the bank. Or if you're just now getting to the island, like when you first land, go to the airport and go to the ATM. Your best bet is to go directly to a bank or a mall if you're going to take out like big amounts of money. You can go to any bank in the Dominican Republic. As long as your card, will work at the ATM, you can go to any bank. It doesn't really matter. All right, the fifth thing I would say is don't expect everything to be like America. I have to say this because it can ruin people's experience if they come in with the expectations that things are just going to be like how it is in America. The customer service in Dominican Republic is just not all that good unless you're at a resort. That's like the only time I feel like it's above average, but when it's just like, every day, like sit down, let's go get some food, the customer service really ain't all that, okay? You might have to wave down your waiter 2, 3, or 4 times, you know, to bring you a refill. That's just how it is in the Caribbean. The same thing if you go into the store or a bank, it might be a long line of people, and the workers, they're just kind of chilling and chatting and talking, and they don't have like an urgency to like do their job. And that's just how it is. Like, it's just very laid back. So try not to let that affect your experience, because some people, they come in there and be like, oh, like, this sucks, or this customer service is ass. That's just how it is in the Dominican Republic, okay? Once again, the only time you really gonna find like above average customer service is probably if you go to like a fancy restaurant or if you're at a resort. Those are like the only 2 times. But other than that, Dominicans are just very laid back, and it's a different vibe, okay? And the food be good, but sometimes you gotta run the waiter down. I've done that a couple of times. I don't really be tripping off of it. All right, and the last thing I would say is, don't bring people over that you meet off the street, okay? Like, I know what y'all be doing when y'all go down there. You know, people, they want to link up. They want to, like, you be in a club or you find somebody, and, like, I know, like, we adults. Like, I know what happens, okay? So just be careful about bringing random people over to your house, because there are a lot of stories out there where dudes, well, guys and girls, because it's both ways, but there are a lot of stories out there of people getting robbed and set up because, they don't let somebody into their house, thinking that, they was down with them, and then it was just all like a scheme to set them up. So you want to be very careful with that. If you do meet somebody and, you want to handle your business, I say go to a hotel or go to a, what is this called? Like cabanas or whatever. Like, do what you got to do. That's where you go until you feel comfortable with the person and you know who you're dealing with. I just wouldn't be bringing no random people over to my house, okay? Like I told you, it's so many stories of guys doing that. Like, they'll just bring somebody from the club or, somebody that they meet on the streets, and it just ends up being a terrible situation where either they get their stuff robbed or they have somebody, like the girl, she might call somebody over to, to rob them because she knows where they live. So you don't want to be one of those people. So just be very careful about that. When just inviting strangers over to your house. I mean, I guess that could be applied for America too. Like, you wouldn't do that in America, bring a random person to your house. So I guess it's the same thing in Dominican Republic, all right? But yeah, that is it for this video, just very quick. Like I said, if you got any questions, you know how to hit me up. My contact information down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, catch me in my next video. All right, peace.